So another founder in car, and today we will discuss how to teach those that you are a mentor to, but also your children, how to become self-reliant. So first off, complete self-reliance is impossible. If you don't get air, water, food, warmth, shelter into our system, body or environment, we are quite doomed. And also without the gods, we only live a few years until we get ill or die, and then it's all over. So complete self-reliance is, in my opinion, utopia. That being said, you can rely a lot on yourself as well. So if you put God first, that's also your eternal life. The second thing is you can rely a lot on yourself as well. And why is that? You can use your mind, which is one of the biggest forces that you have, even if your body fails you or all other things fail. If your mind is still there, you can do a lot. In the other way around, when everything is fine but your mind is failing you, you will not be able to do a lot. I'm not saying that you cannot do anything, because that's not true, but you're not able to do the things that really matter. So your mind is a precious gift, and if you put your mind to a goal, you have a bigger chance of achieving that goal. And what you could do, for example, is that, for example, you work for an employer, you're an employee, but you can set a little bit of your income aside as savings. That little bit of savings can lead to a little bit of self-reliance. For example, if that job ends, you still not directly die because you have some savings for a worse time, for a bad time, so to say. But also what you can do with that saving, if you're not having to eat up your savings, is that you start a side hustle. And that side hustle oftentimes needs a little bit of investment before you're able to reap the benefits. But with that saving, that nest egg, you're now able to also prepare yourself for that side hustle. That side hustle first costs money, but after that, the side hustle will also bring in money. This will make you a little bit more self-reliant, because you not only have your regular income to have a little bit of savings of, so you can start saving again, but also you have now that additional income from your side hustle that can be added on top of the normal income savings. And that can make it a lot faster, especially if you have all the bases covered with your standard income. Then everything that comes in for your side hustle can be stacked upon the savings that you had from your standard income. By doing so, you're quite on the way as an employee. The other thing that you can do is, for example, you need food. If you're able to have a little bit of food that you can supply to yourself, in your garden or what have you. Some people even have some parts of food in their cellar or in their living room, and you can just eat it. Oftentimes these are plants. If you have more room, you might also be able to keep small animals that you can also raise for food or trade for income again. And income can be used for food or something else, of course. So those are the things that are of importance to be a little bit more self-reliant. And self-reliance is not the end all. As I mentioned, you can still become very ill, and all the things that you did are then to limit its use. But also you have something that you can share. Also, if you have a spouse, if she loses her income but you still have some income yourself, you can manage. So two can be stronger than one. But if you have a bad spouse, or someone that's not supporting you but just taking away from you all the time, this of course is not the case. Then you will have more responsibilities but less flexibility and less coping ability. Things are oftentimes becoming worse, but if you anticipate for the worst already, then you might have a little bit of bleak lights still shining upon you, while the others might be more in complete darkness. So it will not change the fact that it will be dark times, but it will change the extent of the darkness that surrounds you at that time. So that's also a good thing to take into consideration. If you prepare for bad times, you will have a bigger chance of dealing with those bad times because you are already prepared for those. And I say always like this: plan for the best. How was it? Aim for the best, aim for success, and plan for the bad times. So in that way, you still are always in the positive vibe. You're not thinking in terms of failure, but once failure hits, you are not completely unprepared and you can do something about it. Hope this helps. Foundmaker out.